Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're going to talk about Vasilije Micic and why he didn't come over to the NBA. And it's actually quite interesting. It was because he was too expensive for two reasons. Now let's go talk about it. I want to hear your thoughts down below if you guys agree. And let me hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys think of Vasilije Micic? And do you think that it sucks that he didn't come out to the NBA? Did you think it was because of leverage? Let me hear all your thoughts down below. And let's get right into today's video and talk about Vasilije Micic and why he stayed with Efes. Boom. Now, only 6% of you guys are subscribed. And quite frankly, we're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. It costs nothing to subscribe. 6% of you are. And we're almost at 8,000. So hit that subscribe button. Make 150 videos a month. So if you want, NBA videos covering every facet of the NBA, draft, free agency, trades, teams, players, and even some Europe stuff. So like and subscribe. And now let's get right into the video. Done with the promo. Now look, the Bulls, the Nuggets, and the Bucks were the three teams that we were aware that were potentially interested in Micic. Now, as you guys were aware, the Oklahoma City Thunder owned the rights of Vasilije Micic. So any team that wanted Vasilije Micic had to give some draft compensation. Supposedly they wanted, preferably, a first rounder, which one Western Conference executive said was a little bit too much, but there was a belief that it could be talked down. Now, a pick plus everything it would take, which they wanted pick and money for him allegedly, they didn't want money, but the money you would have to give for him, it was going to cost a lot. Because Micic, to ditch Efes, the guy who averaged, about 20 points a night, shot like 40% from three, 5 rebounds, 5 assists a night, back-to-back MVP, back-to-back champion, did everything you could accomplish outside individual and team success outside of the NBA. Wanted a starting spot, or at least starting type minutes, a role with a contending team, and $6 to $7 million per year, which was basically the mid-level exception for, all the teams that he could potentially wanted to play for, which were tax teams. And with the Bucks, they have George Hill, as much as he's over the hill, and Javon Carter and Drew Holiday. I think they were fine there. They didn't want to do anything, and they brought back Pat Connaughton. They're fine, and they have Grayson Allen. They didn't, because Vasilije Micic is more of a shooting guard who can be a secondary ball handler in the NBA, but he's not going to come over here. He probably wanted a 6-man role at the very least. Then if you look at the Nuggets, they did the new move for Will Barton and Monte Morris for Contavious Caldwell-Pope and Ish Smith. Now they have Ish Smith, Bones Highland, and Jamal Murray. They didn't bring back, and they also drafted Christian Brown. They didn't bring back their man, Facundo Campazzo, or Marcus Howard. They moved on. So, Vasilije Micic right there, done. So, the last person they could have gone to was Chicago Bulls, because, Kobe White is someone who seemed like he was being dangled around for the whole entire time as trade bait. And there's question marks with Lonzo Ball's knee, as well as, that team drafted Dalen Terry, so that kind of already put them out the running. And then they followed it up with Goran Dragic. So, look, this guy, yes, he's fantastic. A guy who averaged basically 25 and 5. But paying $6.5 million would have, put multiple teams way over the tax line. And like I said, they have Caruso, Kobe White, DeSumo, Dragic. Look, Micic, like Happy.com says, remains an intriguing prospect. But they did a good thing saying, Milos Teodosic, who came out of CSKA Moscow, he was kind of out of his prime already. And Micic holds the best player not in the NBA title. And before, him, it was Teodosic. And before that, it was Sergio Llull. There's always a guy every 3 to 4 years that takes that mantle. Teodosic was already, on the come down. He signed a 2-year, $12 million deal and was waived after a year and a half, only appearing in 60 games. And look, it just didn't happen. And was it anybody's fault? Not necessarily. It's just that I think Micic would fit out of everybody who has been questioned on if they would come here. I think he was the most likely, but again, I think he was only going to come on his terms, and I don't think anyone wanted to meet his terms. And I think if he wants to come, it's going to have to come with the TV deal when people have money to burn. And I don't know if he'll be on a contending team. And also, this was the last time that for him being good that he was going to be able to come over. So again, it's an interesting situation. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Do you guys agree with it or are you guys against it? But that's it from me. Hope you guys do have a great one, guys. Puppies.